Welcome back, everyone, to the Elite Series League of Legends Division 2. On my side, still the wonderful QG, and on the playing field, still AOMA Esports and with SLOTHS. 2 games have already been played, and they have been devastating for the SLOTHS, who now have to show that they have the mental strength to do a reverse sweep and win the 3 next games in a row in order to qualify directly to the finals. Otherwise, AOMA Esports will be the ones immediately going to finals, and then the team losing today, of course, in the bracket, maybe we can bring it up on the screen really quick, has still the chance to qualify back into the finals. The bracket. Okay, now we got it. So yeah, AOMA Esports, it's looking good for them, but there's still possibility, of course. It's a best of 5. Everything can go either way. But yeah, as I said, the loser will have to face either Dynasty or Reapers Gaming. That will be decided on Friday. Next Wednesday, then the loser of today will play against the winner of Friday in the semifinals, and the winner of that game gets a chance to play in the finals against the winner of today. I said a lot of winner and loser now. I hope everybody was able to follow.
That was complicated.
But it's not that it's easy. Our viewers are intelligent. You guys are intelligent people. You understood me, right?
Maybe.
I know that QG didn't, but...
Yeah, well, if I don't understand you...
That means that doesn't mean that it was bad explained. That just means that you are not able to understand.
No, you have the point. Well, we know each other for like more than 6 years now, so I think I knew the Daniel language quite good. Therefore, I maybe understand, but I didn't understand anything. You said about... Well, for clarification, the winner of this game is going straight to finals, as we said in the beginning, and the losers of this series plays against Dynasty or Reapers next Wednesday. So you have one more day to prep if you win this. You have one more day to look against who you play. It can still be any of the 3 other teams that are in. I'm very confident that this will be not as straightforward from these top 2 teams into the finals. AOMA Esports really have a good day. Kinetic doesn't have that good day. He got caught twice, and the game turned around. So AOMA really is keeping it up. The Risk Sloths are, I think they're still sleeping in their sloth cage. So Daniel didn't let them out of the cage. Bell didn't ring for the food. I don't know. They're not awake. Maybe the third game says, okay, we are awake. We are ready to turn this around. I really hope so, to see 5 games on the first day. I want to see 5 games every day. And most important, I think the teams need to have fun. And, you know, well, the game is also important. But
that's not true. This is not about fun anymore.
Yeah, for you it's about pride.
This is about winning. This is about destroying AOMA Esports. Or with SLOTHS, if you're an AOMA fan. But...
right? You listen too much to The Rock's rap.
I don't even know.
Rift SLOTHS decided for blue side, and AOMA go for the red side again. And I think AOMA shouldn't change the bans, because the bans were quite good against the Rift SLOTHS. They couldn't do anything else. But yeah,
I think especially AOMA shouldn't. I mean, if we take the point of view from AOMA, they shouldn't change the way they pick. The team fight comps work perfectly for them. And I think with Sloths has to adapt to that now. They should definitely think about an Annie ban here, because Annie was so strong in both these games. So yeah, the question really is how can with Sloths adapt to that? And I think by going onto the blue side, they also took themselves some opportunity here, because they have to kind of go for some of the standard bans, because otherwise AOMA Esports will be just picking very strong champs. But there it is.
There it is.
They are going with the Annie ban. I really, really like that. Of course, it leaves other stuff open for AOMA, but the Annie from Edward was just way too dangerous in the first 2 games. So, yeah.
And you can still flex pick it. So the flex pick is gone for now. And there's the Gragas ban. What will the Sloths take?
Yeah, they can think about the Sejuani now. I mean, the Sejuani does work. I wouldn't pick the Gwen just yet, because it is a bit of a dangerous pick to go first pick with.
You just go for, or you go for
Maokai,
Maokai
of course,
because
is open, yeah.
he didn't get banned, and now it's really good. Maokai, but AOMA Esports can prioritize their bot lane now, easy as pie, and that it will be Rakan and no, it will be Rakan and Wukong. I lied. So they will go for the engage on bot side and on jungle.
Yeah, it's once again, it is the working AOMA comp. It is the team fight meta. It is just working out perfectly for them. So yeah, going for the Wukong and the Rakan here makes perfect sense. Obviously with the Annie band. Now with Sloths, we probably take the Xayah away from them.
Never change your winning team or winning system, right?
Ooh, they are pairing it with a Trash. I really liked Batu's Trash in the first game. Even though they lost, I think Batu played pretty well. He had some great hooks, some very great lanterns too.
Also, the Rakan is countered by Thresh because of the E knockback and the Q. If you slowed or can't move, you're gone. But there's the Jinx, as I talked about in the first game. The hyper carry with an enchanter engage champ. I think it is the Yoni ban, Shen ban to defend the Jinx here, and I think AOMA wants that the Sloths are playing different champions this time. There are 3 champs banned from the last game, and Rift Sloths are still thinking, okay, what do we want? Do we want to ban out a top laner and force Muck on the Ornn again, and they ban Aurelion Sol? He's also really... He could be good in this situation if he has a frontliner. Now what do we pick? I think you could... If you go with the Ornn here, it will be a very... will be, again, a lot of...
Okay, AOMA will go with the Azir, so adding to their team fight here, of course.
But they go for the Azir. I have a brain lag. If you take Ornn, you can follow up the engage of Wukong, Azir, and Rakan here. So you still have Jax open. He's also very good for following up. You have Kassadin. Kassadin against the Azir is quite an interesting matchup. But what will Lex go? I think he could go for the Jax. He goes for the Irelia. He wants the 1v1s. But if he goes for the safe pick now.
Okay,
yes.
It's going to be a Gnar. I like the Gnar. I would have liked the Aurelia too, because it already says more teamfight than a Gwen. And it says more teamfight than... Yeah, okay, it says more teamfight than a Jax. Yeah. But the Gnar even better fits the teamfight, and yeah, I really like that with Sloths commits to answering the teamfight now. On the other hand, AOMA Esports now goes for the Jax. So they have put potentially the better split pusher here. Of course, we've still got a Kassadin, which can also kind of split push, I guess, but or at least answer the split push of the Jax if he gets enabled well. But yeah, we kind of have a world swap here, and I think this looks better for with Sloths, because with the Jinx you normally do want that teamfight composition, and they still got that, of course, with a Rakan, with an Azir, with a Wukong. But I feel like we got a bit of a game one situation here, where one team has 4 teamfight champions plus a split pusher against 5 teamfight champions, and in game one the 5 teamfight champions won. So maybe this means with Sloth has a little bit of a better team comp here. But I really like AOMA Esports as well. I love Jinx. They got a lot of scaling with the Jinx and the Azir. So yeah, it's a bit of a coin flip. Both drafts are very good in my opinion. But yeah, what's your opinion?
I think the AOMA draft is better. I think I really like your boys' situation on Sloths. But I think
I mean, I have to say that their draft is good.
Well, the I like the Jinx. She can really go off and be with is the best AD carry in the league.
Yeah.
And giving him a hyper carry with a kind of hard lane, like, let's say that, and I think he's the
Okay.
he's the focus. But what is more interesting is the 3 engage champs on the side of AOMA. You have Azir with the Shima Shuffle, you have Rakan engage, you have Wukong engage, and it's just the go button again. The go button is the meta. So the go button lies on AOMA Esports on 3 champs. On Rift Sloth it just lies on Maokai, and now is to play put 2 buttons in, but the go button still lies on this side of AOMA. We have a pause.
But I think it's okay that the go button, like the because with Sloth has some disengage, right? They have a Kassadin, they have a Trash, they have a Maokai, which with his ultimate brings perfect disengage. So they have a Xayah, who can also disengage with her ultimate. So they do have the tools to let AOMA engage, throw out their initial burst, their ultimates, and then answer the team fight. Because all of the champions on the side of Rift Sloths can fight for very long. Na feels very comfortable in long fights. Kassadin, perfect for long fights. Xayah works well, every AD carry works well in long fights. Jinx does too, if she survives. But
so
yeah.
if everybody survives, we are getting very long team fights, and therefore who is going to win very long team fights? That's the question you were saying, right?
And I think it's with Sloths. I think AOMA Esports wins the team fights if they can execute them fast, of course. Like they have Wukong ultimate, they have got Azir ultimate, they have got the Rakan, who has quite the explosive, or not explosive, but he has a fast engage. So they win the fast engage, but I think the longer fights with Sloths has a little bit of more tools to work around.
Yeah, well, I think the go button is really important, but
the go button is important. It was very important also in the last few games. We saw that. So I might be proven wrong, but my hope is that the disengage on the side of Rift Sloths will be enough to survive and then win the team fights, like in the second instance. I am biased here. I want to see at least the 4th game, okay?
I said nothing, and you came up with the bias again.
Yeah, because I know that what I say sounds totally biased.
Yeah, well, of course, but the the Rift Com is decent, but AOMA played they had a really good day. They have the mental up. I think it could be that Kinetic is a bit down, because he got caught twice in 2 games, like once in every game. But it's really crucial if you think about it for a mental player. If you're the AD carry, okay, he plays. Well, you know, AOMA doesn't have to risk anything, and Rift has to almost risk everything. And you will see that the mental state you have is just, you know, you see Mac can go in if you lose the lane. Okay, they still have 1 game. They can come back, but the Sloths, they have to up their games, and of course they scrim in best of 3s. But here we have Lotus getting out, and you see there's no stress. Therefore, I think the mental setting is very important.
Ooh, Leo might get caught here by Gabosh and Lotus. However,
Oh.
Bikan is there to catch him up, but of course, losing his blue buff here, not the greatest start for him.
And he can do that because Mac has the push in. There's the exhaust.
Kinetic might get caught, he gets exhausted. Badu, however, there to save the day for him. Now both of them are on the 1. Viewers will flash forward here. Get another auto attack onto Kinetic.
Gosh. There's first bloods.
Yeah, first blood in a dive there on the top lane. Also on the bot lane still going on. And with Sloths getting pushed back, have to take the back call there. And AOMA start off where they left off last game. With bot
The
lane is
sustain of
staying.
Rakan is also better than the sustain of Xayah and Thresh. Therefore, I think the Rakan is so good since he got buff. There we have. I think Gabosh is dead here. Oh no! Oh no, he didn't. He's
Very nice flash from Gabosh, but with those immediate Lexus there, will get the kill. Nice hook there from Batu. With that, they do get Edward there, and Buis has to pay attention. They will be killed off as well. Very well done by the bot lane from with Sloths.
Yeah, there the AOMA was too chill, and the bot lane was too serious. No slacking in game 3.
Yeah, I think Mark could have played this on the top lane a bit more aggressive now.
No.
Yeah, okay. Now he goes in and gets the kill.
He doesn't need to. Lex doesn't have TP. He can't back, else he loses like 10 minions. Now he's 12 minions behind. That's 2 waves. And Muck just lets the minion die, so he just loses even more. And I think this is crucial. It's not like you play a super tank like Sion. Ooh, maybe we see an engage here. There's a counter gank.
Yeah, both junglers are on the bot lane, and that surprises Liao. They're a bit on the offhand. They're immediately retreating under their tower. Maybe get an advantage out of their nice root there from Kinetic. Maybe a bit too early though, as now AOMA is going for the dive. For now, both AD carries are getting traded. Nice hook from Batu there though. Will probably get Edward. Will he try to go for Buis there as well? Buis, of course, now out of mana. Will get the double kill there. Of course, it's on the trash, so it's not on the best target. But still, Wift making the best out of that play and showing that they are still a team to be calculated with.
Yeah, I was thinking that Edward is going to flash in, but he doesn't even have flash. He went for the ignite exhaust. Like, he's full mode engage. And winning defending the Jinx and killing the enemies. Who needs flash if you have 3 dashes anyway? Now he's on the top side. Nobody knows he's here. Lex is level 5. and Mach is level 6. Yeah, Mac can
Yeah.
just do what he wants. This is disgusting. That's top
Yeah,
lane for you.
Lex is very much on the back foot here. I mean, also look at the farm difference between these top laners is absolutely devastating for Lex. Garbosh also trying to
Yeah.
close in on the top lane here. Liao is there to help, but it won't be enough. They are going for the dive here. Ignite is ticking on Liao there. Vikan is coming in now. That might be the save for them. I
Yeah.
think he has been spotted already. No, he can't
No,
be.
he didn't.
So
I think
maybe
Garbosh will
with
die
can once
here.
again turn it around. Very nice. Going in to kill Garbosh there at least. Mark also very low. They will get that kill as well with Lex going into Mega now. And that, of course, goes a long way to get Lex back into this game.
Yeah, and you see AOMA, they're a bit more confident than the Rift Sloths. You also see again Cam Tech Dragon first. No, not first this time, but there will be no soul. New soul for this game. And yeah, you very good roam from Beacon. Beerwis, but the important thing is Beerwis will almost be level 6 if he did it right. So it will be ahead a bit of XP, and they can cross map it than earlier with the Jinx rocket for the execution, and they almost started the objective. Um, yeah, can Leal come in and steal? I don't think he can. There will probably be a hook. No, there's no hook.
Yeah, the hook from Batu doesn't connect, and with that, I think Rift knows that they cannot contest
Yeah,
here.
Edward doesn't have E.
Whew.
That was just
Yeah.
an intimate. No. Okay. Yeah, you have to really take care how you take these fights as Rakan. If you don't have your E up, you shouldn't go in if you don't have flash. So that was the mistake Edward did here. He is a bit too comfy on his play here. Therefore, you will see that results are kind of coming back. But this was always the same situation that we had in game 1 and game 2, that the Resolve played the early better. But scaling is on AOMA's side. Azir skates pretty good, Jax skates pretty good, Jinx almost into infinity and beyond. But the Rift Sloths want to take the Rift Herald here.
Who Jinx rocket, but it's not going to connect. They will get the Herald, therefore. Garbosh now coming in.
Garbosh is alone. Okay, they just want to scare Moth and save Mark a bit of time here. What jumps, sidesteps, or just doesn't sidestep, he just walks.
Yeah. Also interesting rotation now from the Sloths putting Kassadin onto the bot lane and having their bot side go to the top lane to like answer the janks and especially give the Nas some time to farm and to catch up into the game.
Yeah, I think the bot lane is ahead, therefore rotating it to the losing side is pretty good. But they will reset. Well, they lose too much if the bot lane just has to run down. Therefore, they run up and take the wave. As Kassadin was not in the fight, so he took the bot lane, and Lex went into the mid lane, catch that wave. Now we are in on our normal lanes. Kassadin didn't fell that far behind in the early game. So at level 6 he can just run around the Rosie and just kill everybody. And he's hard to catch, but he is catchable. With the exos of Edward, you can maybe kill him in the team fight. But yeah, it's also not a cloud dragon, so it will be a good dragon this time for the Ocean Soul. Ooh.
With collapsing onto Lotus there in the mid lane, Azir ultimate of course gives him some leeway, but it won't be enough. The kill will go to Bakan and his Kassadin.
Yeah,
As
Batu.
now Herald is also being popped here to get some platings for those three.
Batu just flayed. I think it's called flayed as well. Flayed Lotus out of the Shurima dash. E. You see that Lex can't get any closer against the level 10. Yeah, he has a staff, take care. But Lex
yeah, but
has
I
a
think with
boomerang.
Mega now coming up, Lex might have a chance here. And the wall is a bit too far away. Mark, however, really low there, will be able to disengage with his Q. Still got TP, so he can also quickly get back to the lane. Shouldn't be losing too much there. Lex might be able to get a play. Oh, the platings just went out.
Yeah, and the second dragon goes again to AOMA. It's like the games before. Everything is still the same. Does he get?
Ooh, Lex will get cancelled there, but the
Oh,
rest
and
of his team is there. And Mark is jumping into his death. Beautifully played.
The bait. The bait from Rift. And there's Gabosh coming in. Ooh, it will be Hextech Soul. It's Edward.
It will indeed. Now they are sieging for the top lane tower. The Liao is still around that corner.
Yeah, but Gabosh is coming. Beacon is also there. Gabosh is going around.
Ooh, slow doesn't hit there from Kassadin.
They're immediately rotating top. The ult comes out. It hits. The cleanse is gone. TP from Mak. No, Lotus. Sorry.
Yeah, now we got a proper 4v4 here on the top lane. The tower already fell, so with SLOTHS kind of already achieved their goal. And will decide to back off now.
Yeah, and they got cleanse for the next fight. Therefore, it's easier to catch Lewis.
Yeah, especially with all the CC with SLOTHS has. Cleanse is a very good pickup here, of course, for the Jinx. And an important spell to survive those fights.
And now we go for the second Rift Herald. Bit of poke from the Maokai. It will be stronger when the Red Smite is completed.
With SLOTHS. I know AOMA going for the next Rift Herald. as with Sloths is trying to catch Mug here. Or don't succeed in doing so.
And they try to destroy the bot tower. And also the mid one.
Yeah, Bikan is there to back up Blacks. And together they will get tower.
Yeah,
Mark.
but the Rift Herald is on top side, and if Rift Sloths don't rotate top soon, the second tower will also fall. And there will be the dash came into the tower. There was really good cross map play from AOMA. And yeah, you can see that comes back to pushing. Mako will probably get this tower now. He hits it. And yeah.
Yeah, with that the towers are equaled out again. Both teams got 2 towers.
Yeah, and the soul point will be in 1 minute for AOMA if they want it. They get that dragon, soul point will be very crucial because this time around it's Hextech soul, and I don't want a Hextech soul on a Jinx, so Rift Sloths have to decide what they want to do here. You don't want it on Jax, so you can perma follow up. The game is really slow, nobody wants to risk that much. Rift Sloths are actually risking enough. Oh my god. And there's a Shima
And now
shuffle.
Lotus is going in. Very nice Shima shuffle will immediately destroy the trash here. But also a nice Maokai ultimate getting basically everyone there. But it's going to be a double kill, triple kill there for the Jinx. And with that,
Pentakill? No. Okay, it's a quadra for
it's a quarter for Jinx. But Bikan is not done here.
Bikan says, no, I'm not giving you the Penta, I'm taking it. Very nice from Bikan. But Beerus got 4 kills in his fight, and I think this is more crucial than winning or losing the fight. Beerus got 4. Now he can buy an item again, and he bought 1.5 item. So he will be stronger even. He will be even stronger the next fight. And I think here again, you saw AOMA was kind of behind, let's say, in gold and a little bit in kills and a little bit in gold, and they still won the team fight. And then you see that the team comp from AOMA is still better rounded than the one of Rift Sloths. You can just Truma shuffle in, knock up, kill, Jinx just AoEs them down, and we are here at the Dragon Point.
Yeah, there's going to be an engage. Once again, a very nice Maokai ultimate. Mark already quite low there. So they get that first kill, but of course took a little bit more damage there than the rest of AOMA. Bikan trying to get into the backline there. Is a little bit off from the team here as the rest of his team is getting taken apart from AOMA. Yeah, Kassadin just put himself out of position here, and he is the one that is supposed to carry this for the Rift Sloths. And with that, AOMA take apart the Sloths and we'll get the Dragon Soul, or like the Soul Point at least.
Well, Muck with the counter-strike of his life, he counter-strike 4 people, he got enough damage out so Lotus could follow up, Gabosh could follow up, and Beerus could just kill them. It was very good, how you say, improvised by AOMA getting caught, and now they got the Soul Point and the Dragon. And yeah, and Jinx got 2 kills again. Beerus is really... To have the kills on Beerus is very important. You take all of the attention from the Zia away, from Mak away, was also ahead. He's going now for the Sunfire, for the Hourglass, and he can survive even more. 2.5 seconds longer in a fight, and the cooldowns are also 2.5 seconds lower. But yeah, the siege is going on. Beerus is just hitting here and there the towers. Place. And the crucial thing about this is, if they engage him, he really has no escape, so he has to rely on his team. But the Shurima Shuffle can get them away, so they just need to defend. Beerus in the fights, find a pick, engage, and then just fight back. And yeah, but it doesn't look good for Rift, or for the Sloths again.
No, it doesn't. I think all the hope goes to Bikan here. But if he doesn't get into the backline very well, if he can't get Beerus out fast enough, it's looking dire for them. Now Lex is coming in from the flank here, but it won't be enough. They lose that tier 1 or tier 2 tower there on the mid lane and on the bot lane at the same time.
Well, I hear
with that, AOMA
the
takes
energy
the
is
lead.
gone, Daniel. Your hopes got crushed, but the game is not over, Daniel. There's still hope, but it's again the 3 games have the same early game, the same thing transitioned into the mid game, so it's still the same thing as before. Nothing changed really, in my opinion. Therefore it will be hard for the Rift. Just look at the map. There's just red wards. Where are the blue wards? Batu can't set it up because the enemy is stronger. He doesn't want to get caught. The pressure is really high on the Sloths. AOMA Esports just... Well, if they lose this, it's not... They still have 2 games to win, and then nice flash from Batu. But yeah, that's the point, Daniel. If you the mental is broken. It's hard
if they
to come
lose,
back.
it's not the end, but it's still sad. Anyways, AOMA Esports trying to siege the base now. They got the tier 2 tower here on the top lane, with doing their best they can to defend. Baron also did one off now for AOMA Esports. But of course, the next objective is not far away with the Cloud Drake, and they can definitely push for a team fight on that.
But the Jinx has 3 items, and it's probably two-shot your front line. Yeah, the only thing that how Rift, how the Sloths can win a team fight is getting like caughting Beerus off guard, but I don't think this will happen. He's not the player that's getting caught once in a while. He plays really safe, far from behind. He can still dish out the damage. See a little bit of siege and
yeah, Gabosh is going for the engage there. They immediately do get Batu here. Lex, very nice 3-man engage there. Bikan immediately jumping in as well, but there's no follow-up damage. However, he can go into the Zonyard. Beerus does die here. This might be the chance for with Sloths to take a team fight. They do get with the Maokai as well. Muk is still in the front line though, has a lot of damage, but so does Kinetic. Maybe they can kite him here. Lex, however, has to act as a frontline here for Kinetic. They will get Kinetic, and with that, they will still be able to win this fight and give up Soul to AOMA.
Yeah, well, you kill Beerus. Like I said, the fight is easier, but there's still Muk and SLOTHS who just dish out the damage, and who do you want to focus? Everybody is so strong. It's very hard. You saw that Beacon just went downhill for Jinx. That was not a dive. It was, I don't know, something Beerus couldn't do anything against the Kassadin. There you see Kassadin is doing his job. He kills the AD carry, but who kills Jax? Fnatic can't, because he's just getting lamped down by Jax. Batu can't. Lex can't, because actually it was a very good Gnar ult too. 3-man Gnar ult. He hit Beerus. Beacon couldn't. He killed him, but then there was nothing. The damage is just gone. Oof. The Wukong dishes out damage. The Jax, the Azir, the Jinx, they all have damage except for Edward. And Muck is getting cords. Oh, look how tanky he is.
They do get to catch on Muck, but how much it takes to kill him is absolutely insane.
What does it cost? It costs you a Baron. Because he used Gnar ult. It costs you the Baron. They probably get the mid tower in return. But who cares? Did you see how long it took to kill Muck?
Yeah.
And he's a Jax. So there's no damage on Rift side. They delaying the backs to maybe catch them. And you see again, look at the vision. You see who's in control of this game. It's AOMA from the mid game on.
Yeah, it's exactly that. With SLOTHS starts off strong and then they fall off badly. They always have 1 or 2 bad fights where they lose one too many members, and
it's like Scara said. It's like Scara said. They were ahead until they weren't. You know, it's just as simple and analytic as that. Now they can siege. They have Hax, Tag Dragon. They can poke well. They have Azir. They have Jinx. They have range. Batu is hitting the cannon, so it's closer. Now they rotate top. They are going for the minion wave. The bot lane is pushing in for the Rift Sloths. There's blue buff for... Oh, this is very hard for the Sloths. Oh, almost there.
Nice dodge there.
Muck is playing really good this series.
Yeah, the problem is, what can Rift Sloths do? They have, like, even the scaling is on the side of AOMA Esports, because so Rift needs like the perfect fight now, and even then they're probably still 2 more fights away from winning this.
Maybe we have to fight here.
Very nice
4 members
root
rooted
from Liao, but there's just not the damage to kill anybody. There's just no damage to kill anybody.
Well, Lex didn't have the Mega Gnar ready, therefore he couldn't really follow up and do some damage. Yeah, but it's the nerf. You don't want you have the opportunity. You want to play safe to don't lose, because it's your, if you lose this game, you're in the semi-finals and not in the finals. So you have to play another game on Wednesday, and it doesn't look like AOMA wants to play on Wednesday. Maybe they have training sessions, but damn. And then there's Elder Dragon in 1 minute.
And that's the next objective that this game will be about. And probably the last teamfight we will see, because Rift cannot afford to give up the Elder Drake, else they will be completely run over. So they have to fight for it. The question is, can they? And I'm afraid the answer to that might be no. Because this Jinx is just so scary. And then,
Well, I thought
even
Jinx
if
was
they
your
get
favorite
viewers,
champion.
Yeah, that's why I know what she can do. And if she's 8-4 and has Infinity Edge, Kraken Slayer, and Phantom Dance already, she's scary. And Lex gets caught here by Mark. This is very much not the start with Slov's needs for this fight. Will be left alone though, so he might get the chance to still back and quickly TP in.
Yeah, this is good for AOMA. Lex doesn't have the Mega Gnar for that long anymore, probably not for that fight here. And Mak is going for Kinetic. He's doing solo.
Mak is going for Kinetic but gets quite low, but with the Zonias of course he can win the time for the rest of his team to back up in there. And now very nice ultimate there from Kinetic, but they will get Batu first and they will get Kinetic second probably, unless they shift their focus here onto Bikan, who's trying to do something. But it won't be enough. He will be killed off once he gets out of Zonia's.
Is he at 1 HP? Damn, and there's Kinetic also dead.
Yeah, and will be killed by the AZ here as Liao trying to go in, get Beerus. But Beerus is just surviving and surviving. In the end, he will go down. Lex with a nice 2-man ultimate just to win some time. But this is going to be game for AOMA Esports. They are already pushing the Nexus towers here with 2 people. Lotus will have the damage to finish this off. Garbosh is coming in as well. Batu alone will not be able to do anything. The Nexus is falling, and with that, with SLOTHS, will have to go into the semifinals. And AOMA Esports qualifies for the finals right away.
Well, this is setting something. The top 2 teams battle out in the best of 5, and it's a trio. The early game was very, very good from the SLOTHS. They did everything right, but the transition into the mid game didn't pan out. And AOMA just had the plan of team fighting, crushing everybody, and then just say, yeah, we are ahead. What do you want to do with the early game? We have the scaling. So they didn't change the plan. They picked team fight. They picked the scaling AD carry. Beerus showed up. Mak did a really great job of keeping everybody on top side. He failed a tower dive once or twice, but who cares? They won the game. Who could kill the Jax? Nobody. Who could kill Beerus? Yeah. He was 2 times on 1 health, and yeah, they still won the fight. It's just impressive. AOMA played that really good. Beerus played it really good. He knew his damage. He knew what he can do. He knew his job. He just killed everybody. The Quadra kill for the Jinx changed the whole game. Yeah. It was the crucial point.
Yeah, and it was in all 3 games, of course, during the transition from early to mid game, where with SLOTHS was not attentive enough, and where they lost this one fight that gave it away to AOMA Esports. And once you give a finger to AOMA, they take the hand and they take everything, and they take you to the grave.
You give the little finger, and they take the hand.
Yeah,
it's just an educator thing to say, but it will be this. But the Rift SLOTHS, they have a week to prep for the game against Dynasty and Reapers that is going to be decided on Friday. And it will be interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, let's take a quick look at the bracket after today, how it's going to look onwards.
I see that there's someone not happy. He is.
So as you can see, AOMA Esports won. They are in the finals with SLOTHS lost. They are in the semifinals. Dynasty against Reapers will be deciding who has to play against with SLOTHS, and then maybe move on to finals. Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe we will see a rematch. Maybe with SLOTHS will lose it as well against Dynasty and Reapers. I definitely know that they have something to work on after today. Congrats to AOMA Esports. And yeah, I think we will leave you with that tonight, and I'm gonna go cry now. See you on Friday for the game from Dynasty against Reapers Gaming.